So, no, show no more. Stunden. Bom dia. Denmark. Okay. Let's go. Denmark.
Guarda avanti.
La pureza de la
Hello.
Is this you?
I'm a reservoir. Oh yeah,
See?
maybe. Your name is.
Vicky Marcinkovic.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not yours. I am
You
for
sure?
two guys, two Danish guys.
Oh, for the 6, is this your car?
Yeah. But
Where would I find this one? Do you know?
which you have still. They came. Yeah, they came in the moment. Normally, just for 4 minutes before.
Oh,
So-
it's for 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. So just wait. Is in front of the
Hard Rock.
Hard Rock? Yes. Just wait in front of the Hard Rock.
Here?
If yes, my will come also on 10. Let me look which company it is. Electric Tuk-Tuk tour? No, this is the
With
company.
Viator, Viator.
This is the platform of the selling, but maybe booking. I don't know.
Let me go back.
So, but EcoTuk, EcoTuk have, I guess, they. So there was already EcoTuk. You see? Just a second.
This is the booking.
Oh, there was before. I could say.
Oh,
See.
you want the ticket?
Yeah. I saw it. So
It's coming. It's
No.
just slow.
this is the company, EcoTuk Tours.
Where would it say it?
It's written on the tuk-tuk,
It's written on where?
on the tuk-tuk.
Okay, so
So maybe this one. I guess he will use the eco, this one. Ask him. So. Hola. Oh, guten Morgen. Oi, these two people waiting for a reservation or have a reservation on the on the hard rock. Is yours? Because it's Tuk-Tuk.
Sim, é Tuk-Tuk. Mas...
Fala inglês, português?
Sim, falo português. É que eu sei, não. É que tu começaste a
Não
falar
tens,
inglês.
não tens a reserva?
Tem, mas não são com esses, são com outros. São com outras pessoas, não são estas.
Não são estas, de onde se quer?
E essas é se calhar do meu colega.
Ok. Olá. Bom dia. Como estás?
But it will come here, right?
We will come here, yeah.
So, esse também estava a esperar para uma reserva, disse que não são eles, nem perguntou. Não
Pois,
sei.
não, já perguntei, já
Ah, você
confirmei.
sabe.
Já estive a ver.
tá
Há uma
bem.
Débora e está uma Victoria. Ele vem buscar uma Edwin.
Ah, está bem.
Eu venho buscar uma Volk.
Olha, eu também vou buscar uma.
Volk Kindle.
Um momento.
Yeah.
Eu vou buscar um Yepa. Yepa.
Yepa.
Dinamarquês.
Ok, Yepa.
Yepa.
Ok, let's see.
Another echo.
So, unfortunately,
Roll the drums, roll the drums.
Let's see if this is it.
none of we three are not, but that is the right company.
Yeah, I see
You
it.
will
Yeah,
come.
echo. Thank you.
So, yeah.
Should I go check?
Let me check.
Beautiful day.
Oh yeah, that is normal in Lisbon.
You get no snow.
No, never.
In the winter, how cold does it
Get to 5 degrees. If you came here from the States, oh, I don't know how it is.
I can transfer it.
About five.
5, so that's about 20 degrees maybe, I think.
So five could be in the
It's
night.
about 3, 15,
So,
20
yeah.
degrees.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
Okay.
him either.
They'll be here. Thank you.
So yeah. So
Sounds weird, but this actually happens a lot. The drivers come and their clients are not here yet. The ones that are don't have the drivers yet.
oh yeah.
It's
Yes, of
always
course.
like this.
The people here,
I know. Why do we always arrive early?
right?
I know.
You should just tell them to take somebody else.
But look, there's 2 people or 3 with a paper. Maybe it's yours. But
There used to be a combination, I know. At least a person told me 30 years ago. Multiply this,
so
add that.
climate is warm. The problem is in the winter, it rains a lot and get never under 0. The air get moisty and moisty.
Yeah.
So that means when you think it's not very cold, but
It's
then you
cold.
push your
Very humid.
blanket
Yeah.
and it's wet.
It's wet.
Yeah.
Lots of moisture, lots of rain.
So if you want to live in the winter here, choose a higher place because there's in the
Deborah,
winter time the
we're on
better
it. All
climate.
set.
He asked me my name.
Victoria Marcinkovich. Are you with Echo?
He's asking the name.
I know, but he's
Deborah Bailey.
no. We're with this. See that's the bus, but not that one. We're waiting for our driver.
So you're waiting also for a reservation?
They're with me. No,
You are with her.
No Deborah Bailey.
no. But we're with the Echo, so it's this color. They know. They already sent the note. Told them we were.
Wir sind gestern Abend erst gekommen. Genau.
So that's 41 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, 41.
40.
So
more or less.
so a bit cold, yes, but you can take something and then it's
Yeah.
good.
Little vino.
So and if you want to live here, then choose the higher place. Even our cities or villages
Are high,
grown from up to down because the climate, summer and winter is in higher places better.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Beautiful, beautiful city.
oh, maybe they looks like Danish. I will go to. Maybe this is my.
Maybe.
Maybe. Thank you, welcome. Ich wünsche euch eine schöne Tour, ne? Good morning. Are you Jeppe? No. Okay. You're welcome. Good morning. Are you waiting for a tuk-tuk?
Yes.
Are you Jeppe?
No, I'm Carolyn.
Okay, then you are not right. Jeppe? Yeah. Oh, you're. Hello.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So let's go to the tuk.
Excellent.
Ja, genau. Und jetzt?
Ah, that's too slow.
Yours are quicker.
Yes. So is this one right? I have a step if you want to. Okay.
Ja, så kan vi bedre høre ham.
Okay.
You're completely free. You can choose everything.
Okay.
So, so you choose history.
Yes.
So do you like history?
Yes.
Yes.
So okay, we have a very special history. The first I want to say, just like if we want to have a highlight of our history, we can say always when this tiny little nation helps someone get stronger, get more capable, and get bigger. So okay, I just have to look if peeps again. Thanks a bit. So but in the beginning we were thankful to others. Our nation was built in fighting for Christianity. Just a second. So we called it the Reconquista. So in the 7th century, the Moorish, the people who believe in Islam, came to the Peninsula Iberia. So I said our nation was started in a war, in this war. So it started a bit earlier. And we have and there's a lot of parts in our history that is completely unusual. And in the beginning, it begins unusual because there was a crown prince which decided, which decided to make his own country.
Yeah.
And maybe you will say, crown prince? Why? Because he can anyways.
Yeah, why not the king?
Yeah. So this place, he was the crown prince, called Leon, was the kingdom of Leon,
Leon. Yes.
and was located in northern western Spain, the part over Portugal. And to understand a bit the beginnings, you have to know that there's settled already in this nation a tribe of Celtics.
Okay.
And the Celtics, now I have to explain the Celtics, we talk about 4,000 or 5,000 years ago. They were more or less all over Europe, which makes us European look like same, are more or less the Celtic. So they begins very soon to come to Europe, and then this culture was all over. But the original one, nowadays, even today, are the Irish, the Scottish, and the Welsh. Yes. So and from that part, from the north, they settled in this, and they were overtaken also by the Romans. And there was built our language in the 4th century, more or less. So that's why the Portuguese is different to the Spanish, because we have the high Celtic influence. So if you had one day in your life the Gaelic from Ireland, they have also a stress time language and a smooth ending of the words.
Okay, so
We have smooth ending of the words. Stress time means it makes no difference if your word is long or short, takes the same time. For example, one of the most simple words we have is the word for cathedral. We just say sé.
Sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to say hair, there's a long word in Portuguese, is cabelo. and there's about 9 letters, and you see how fast I said. So when I say hairdresser, then it's cabeleireiro. So okay, there was built, and this nation was already fighting against the Moorish. And when this crown prince arrived to Porto, then he make his decision. So in that time, the crown princes fighting on front line, and it was early Middle Ages. So why? There's no proof for it, but I have a theory. So even the Lusitanians settled in between the 2 big rivers, shared by the Romans. They fought against them. Get struggle with guerrilla warriors of the Lusitanians at that time. So the Romans said they are settled in between the 2 big rivers. One big river ends here. It's my. Oh.
Much better.
Much better. Obrigado. Okay. Okay, that was the stress time. So, I get old, so.
Okay.
So, in between the 2 big rivers, the Romans had. So we know very sure that the Lusitanian wasn't Celtic, but even we don't know where they came from. So we have no proof what there was before. So, but by excavation, we notice they have Celtic artifacts. They have masks with horns. They make also something like Stonehenges. We have a lot of them. Not that old than in England, smaller, but still to measure the time of the year. So that there's a lot of places. So, and then this king arrived to this river on this town, and my theory, he found people who anciently came from the Lusitanians. And maybe his idea was join the Celtic with the Celtic to make an own country, which is in his period of life they hadn't. So that's why he started a new country. He became the king.
Okay.
And then the kingdom needs a name. The baby needs a name. And the
Port must be like a door or something. Maybe.
yeah, that is good, because the old name that is also disproved of Porto was Portus Cale. And Portus is Latin.
Oh, maybe for harbor.
Harbor, perfect. You speak Latin? A bit. Okay. And the second, there's again too much theories, but if you stay on the line of the Celtics, then it have a meaning that means mountain. And the old Porto, but a lot of our cities are built on mountain. The old Porto was on 2 mountains. And I had the luck to find an Irish guy here in Lisbon, and I asked to him, "Do you speak Gaelic?" And he was a bit younger. Normally, I would say he would say no, but he said, "I speak perfect Gaelic." I said, "Great! Please tell me all your words you have for hill or mountain." And one of them was not Cala, was Gal,
Gal.
like Portugal. So, okay, we was started, and there was already the Crusaders came from help there. So, and 12 years later, our king arrived to Lisbon, take over the castle of Lisbon from the Moorish.
So
And
was his name George?
No,
Okay.
I came on that point.
Okay.
So we had Crusaders from all over Europe, but the biggest amount of Crusaders, by far, was the English. So he named the castle to the King of England. It was George I, but not like a king, because kings in Portugal have the prefix Dom.
Oh, they're the what?
Dom. For example, if the King George, you say Dom George.
The dog.
So there's like the similar word in English, maybe the neighbor who have a house. They're called also Dom, yeah.
Okay.
So who owns a house? So, But kings, named also like that. Don George, Don João. So, but he don't call the castle like a king. He called it even more wealthy, like a Saint. That's why the castle called Saint, like a Saint George.
Okay.
So, okay, there we are on that point. So, so we was first thankful to other nation. So, and then we started to help someone else. I guess you never heard about the Convent of Christ. Monks of Christ, never. That is completely normal. They just existed a few years here in Portugal only.
Okay.
But the heritage of it, maybe you heard of. The heritage of the Convent of Christ are the Templar Knights. Templar Knights was a protector in the Middle East, and they was thrown out, and then there was a protector in the holy sites in Europe, mostly in France. So, and there was the only one who have the permission to lend money. In that time, in the late Middle Ages, it was not Christian to make bank trades. But they have the exception because the pilgrim can get in struggle, need some money, could ask the Templar Knights.
Okay.
But you can guess. If you're the only bank in Europe, you get rich like stupid.
Yes. Yeah.
And they get so rich, even kings ask for money. And there was one, the King of France. King Philip IV,
Okay.
he asked by the Templar Knights for money. His nickname was the Beauty. So not like me, so. So he asked for money. The Templar Knights gave them money because kings are given by God in that thinking in that time. But he asked again. Templar Knights give. And again, give. One day the Templar Knights have to say no. They say, no, you have enough, you don't get more. And this king go to the Pope and pretend they are praying to the devil. Not only this, he have told so much. And the Pope accepted it. The Templar Knights have to flee all over Europe. And where they could come? They could come to Portugal. Our king was in that time was a member of the Templar Knights, not a real one, just a honor member. So he invited them to come. So, but Portugal is more or less a Catholic country, and back then all of the countries was Catholic, and the people was more fundamentalist. So this country have to follow the Pope somehow. And what our king made? He opened a new convent, the Convent of Christ. Put the Templar Knights inside. So they disappear. The problem was solved. They even took their sign with them, which was a red cross with thick endings. But they have to change a bit, not to be so obviously. They put a white cross inside. And now it comes the interesting. They have to flee in the year 1307. 10 years later, the first navy in the world, the Portuguese navy, was founded with the same sign of the Convent of Christ, which is the red cross with the white cross inside. So now we have the first organized navy. We had ships and we have a simple organization before, fighting against the Moorish because they was also great sailors. But a real navy with cannons and with organization, that started only in that year 1317. That's why is that the first navy. And then the English get in struggle. And get in struggle with the same king of France. And for a long time in history, France was the most populated country in Europe. And there also in that time. So they expand to the new age, from the Middle Ages to the New Age. Always France was the most populated. In that time, France had 14 million, and England after the Black Death just 6.5. So normally it was not easy target. And there was already in wars. It was the 100 Years' Wars. So the English wars in France, and then they push them all back, but then they want to go to the island. The English asked for help. The Portuguese came with the only navy in that time. So not even one French took a feet on English ground. And both learn, okay, navy could be interesting. So, and then this same king get furious. He was angry against the Portuguese, and they want a revenge. And they joined with the most populated country in the Peninsula Iberia, which was Castilla. And Castilla in that time had 7 million.
That is the region with Madrid, right?
Yes, right. It was an own country. That is more or less the country who take the rest of Spain together. So, and they had 7 million, and we Portuguese, I said already, we are a tiny nation, but then even more. It was not even 1 million. So they want to come. They joined forces. They had organized army. We had navy, but not an army. So we fight it like the Middle Ages was common. The normal working people with the working stuff what they had. But we asked for help. The English came with the famous longbow knights. So about 100 kilometers from here in Aljubarrota, this joint forces came over. We had the time to prepare the site, but still there was five times more. So they came over, and the French disappear on the way to the battlefield because we have some traps. There was only the Castilians left, and they came fighting with the Portuguese. And now something for you. The Castilians began to run, to flee. And there was a woman, a bakery woman with her bakery shovel. She had 6 fingers every hand, and she killed 7 Castilians on the run. So, okay. That's really, yeah. The thing is, maybe the people, I also, when I heard first, 6 fingers is very unusual. But when you ask a doctor, they will tell you that is the second most common misbilding of babies. That is very tiny little fingers, sometimes even with bones, but always without function. So normally today they cut it off. So back then there was given by God, nobody could cut something off of babies, and was a risk also, so never. So yeah, so then English helped us by the Crusaders. We helped English with our navy. We get it from the Templar Knights, and then English helped us, and then we decide to make an alliance. The oldest alliance still in force between two countries, between England and Portugal, since 1384. So now that is the introduction to my tour. The time just go on when we started to drive. Okay? So you have a little idea what Portugal is about.
Yeah, very nice.
So please put the seatbelt on. You have here on the side if you want to.
Okay, thanks.
Jeg kunne bare mærke, det skal blive ryggen af at sidde sådan der. Ja, ja. Han er meget hvide, det var.
Ja, og meget sød. Meget charmerende.
Ja.
Men jeg kan jo godt lide, hvis du slår den sort og det.
Ja.
So Portugal was the first nation who made an empire which expand over the 5 continents. So we was the first. Because even we didn't invent the navigation. The invention of the navigation was very new on that time.
Yeah.
Was started in the Mediterranean Sea. And so we could find everything again because we made maps. So you came from Denmark, you have the heritage of the Vikings. So that the Vikings haven't. They haven't not the navigation. So because they navigate along the coastlines. So which is still great, but so if you want to find something and want to fit the definition of discovering, you need also maps.
Yeah.
And that is, but we have the same problem like the Danish or the Vikings, because we were small and we started with the navigation in a professional way in the Atlantic and other seas. We made 70% of the maps of the coastlines in the world. But we didn't discover it because one of the definitions of discovering is to spread the information. But if you are that small, you don't want to that a bigger country got on some places and disturb your routes, your trade lines. What it is the only thing what a little nation could do to make something about it. So this monument you see here is the Restauradores.
The restaurant, what?
Restauradores.
Okay.
It came from restoration, and it means the restoration of our empire. So it is related to the Spanish. The Spanish and before the Castilians often try to take over Portugal. By war, they never get it. But when our king had no successor, the kingdom fell to the Spanish crown for 60 years and 3 Spanish kings. And then we liberalize us against them, and then we have to join our empire again because it was mixed. And the people who goes around and manage that we get our empire back, for that is that made. Means the restoration of our empire. Please look on the right. This is the train station, built in monolithic style. Monolithic style started in the 15th century. Okay, train station just 19th century, which means is neoclassic. A fun fact about the train station: the train stopped in the upper floor because behind this house row there's a whole quarter which is about 30 meters higher. And you maybe will get it on the tour. We have a complicated history, but we Portuguese want to be simple as possible. That's why we call this place down Baixa, and the whole quarter in the top and in the higher place we call quarter up, which is Bairro Alto in Portuguese. So Baixa, Bairro Alto. So and these two places are related, are very much on one day in our history. That was the 1st November. Is even a Sun's Day, the All Saints Day of 1755. That was the day of the big earthquake.
Yeah.
And in Bairro Alto, in uptown, there lived the more capable people, the more richer people.
Yeah.
And there are carpet on the wall, carpet on the floor, and the oil lamps falling down, so they can begin to burn.
Yeah.
Begin to burn. And there's people running down to downtown, and they thought they was safe in front of the palace of the king. But then came a tsunami.
Then came a tsunami after the earthquake.
Yes. So what you see here is everything built after 1755. That's why the house blocks have the same side. The windows the same distance. The floors also the same. So that is built like old New York, straight line streets, and just always the same. So in the most fastest manner you can do. But it took over 100 years. So to rebuild. But we will see now on the right. So I look like I have to damage this door. Obrigado. So please look on my right. There you see one of the elevadores. This one is the oldest one.
Okay, photo opportunity.
Yes.
I think we'll walk past later, but need more photos. It's just so unusually beautiful.
Yeah, portuguese. 1 hour, €80.
Yeah.
So welcome. So it was built 1902, still in the age of the kings, by a Portuguese with French roots, but he started here in Lisbon. And the beginning, that was even before of the electric engine, but they use a water tank, which is linked to the cabin. The water tank was up.
Yeah.
Let me put the guy in front of. Passa. Passa. So it was linked with the water tank. When the water tank was up, the cabin was down, they filled with water, get heavy, push the cabin with the people up. Today it is electric because the old style takes a long time. There was a lot of people want to go up. So up. So let's go. So please look on my right. There you see the Arco de Augusta, and behind you see a place is the Praça do Comércio. That's the place where the palace of the kings was located before, and washed away by the earthquake and the tsunami. So
We were there yesterday. We walked around it, but you can tell us more about it.
yes.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
So where we go now? So the next point is maybe important when you come home. For the case, rare case, you found some guy come original from Lisbon. So Maybe you will talk about Lisbon, maybe you will say it's a beautiful city, maybe you will say it's a nice tour guide. But he comes with a question. When you are not in this tour, you don't get it. He will ask you if you saw the San Antonio.
The San Antonio.
So the San Antonio is one of the most important persons in the Catholic theory, and he is the saint of the poor people and the lost things. He get his status in Padua, Italy, but he is born in Lisbon.
Okay.
And I will show you the place where he born, the statue which is related to him, and also the church which is related to him. So please look in my left. The house which is covered with flower is the house where he born. The black statue is the statue of San Antonio. And the church is the San Antonio church. So you saw all the three. So you saw the San Antonio now.
We will tell the Portuguese guy when we meet him.
Yes. Yeah, please away for these people. Most of these look like poor people. They are professionals. So sometimes they live in the big houses. So.
We also know those guys.
So, and now you will see the oldest church of Lisbon. That is our cathedral, 1147. So right when our king arrived to Lisbon.
And it survived the earthquake.
It survived the earthquake. Even in total, means the roof didn't fall down, but one pillar moved about 40 centimeters. So it survived. So even as it moved 40 centimeters, the roof didn't fall down. But since then, always when it's rain, is rain also inside. And in the winter time, it rains a lot, and that's why in the winter time they have the most cleanest floor. So and that is the time I have always to say, I'm very sorry, because this street, I named it the Wild Horse Street.
The what?
The Wild Horse Street.
White Cross.
Horse. Brr. because it feels like you are on a wild horse.
Okay.
I try to make it comfortable that possible, but this car has three wheels,
Yeah.
so there's always one hole. I will get it.
That's part of the experience, I guess.
Maybe.
No problem. Yeah. I must say, let's get it out. This is the way it moves there. It's not again.
So you already noticed that Lisbon have a lot of hills, and because we have a lot of hills, we have a lot of miradores, and miradores are viewpoints.
Yeah.
We have a great view. And this one, and the end of this green, called Santa Lucia, and this one have a view to the harbor and sometimes also to the cruise liners. On my right. There's also a jacaranda tree with flowers on it. The viewpoints have often a coffee. You can take a seat, grab a coffee. There's also a good place to start a day when you want to go to the castle, because the castle is just this little street here up about 50 meters. But don't count that the taxi drive to there, because only by feet. But it's not that far away. So because we have a lot of hills, we are rich on miradores, and the next is just here. But this one have a poetical name called Portas do Sol, the doors to the sun. And when we get in, you feel the sun directly. Boom. So, and here Portas do Sol, you have this statue, and that is the real saint of Lisbon. That is Saint Vincent, São Vicente. And please look on his left hand. He have a ship and 2 crows on it. I will explain on the tour what it's about. By the way, it is the shield of Lisbon, the ship and the 2 crows. So, oh yes. If you like modern art, you will see in a second a modern art. There, around the corner, in this gap on the left, you see? They're up.
Cool, I'll see you later.
So there we are. So in a few seconds on my left, you will see a house which looks like out of the place. So after this pink house in the corner, just look here. Look a bit up, and there you see a little tiny house. And that looks Lisbon about in the 7th century, because it's built in the 6th century. So before of the age of discoveries, we lived in these tiny little houses. And then it gets much bigger, you see around it. So and then you another modern art behind the bus station. You see?
So the old house, does somebody live there now?
Yes, still, yeah.
Wow.
There are a lot of villages here in Portugal have still these tiny little houses, and they have thick walls. And there's the stones are just put on together without something else. Just yeah. So you will still notice that is still the Wild Horse Street. but everything have an end. That's why in a few seconds the Wild Horse Street will have an end, and started the street. I named it the Massage Street.
The massage street. Oh, even better. Thank you.
You're welcome. There we are.
This is nice.
So this church is not very special because it's not very old. It's from the 16th century.
Okay, yeah.
That's the moment when the Americans begin to laugh. So, but the specialty on this one, it is linked to a convent, and the convent called Convent of Christ.
Okay, we heard about that.
And you see, the convent looks like a little castle because the Templar Knights was fighting,
Ah, yeah.
and the monks, the Convent of Christ, started to join our Reconquista too. That's why it looks like a little castle.
Yeah. Alle kommen her.
Og se de der helt tynde huse på den anden side.
Der går der.
Jeg tror vel, det var Alex. Jeg kan ikke nå at tage den. Nej. Det var bare den elevator, det synes jeg også er fint.
So we have another modern art. I face it now. That is a woman with a gun in the hand, in front of. So I will turn to the left, and then you will see it a bit better. Please look it right now. You see it?
Oh yeah. There she is. With an AK-47 and a rose.
Yes. Oh, this is not a rose. That is a carnation flower.
Okay.
So that is related to our evolution.
Yeah, after Salazar.
We are great, yeah. So our Canadian Revolution get this name because of a woman. So who wants to make an end with our dictatorship was our army. And the heads of the army stick together and combine. When there came especially music in the radio, they will move to Lisbon.
Really?
Yes. And there was a woman, she wants to celebrate the 1 year existence of her restaurant. She bought flowers. In April, there was only the carnation flower. So she prepared, the radio was on, and then she heard a very unusual music. It was about brotherhood and freedom. And freedom was a word was forbidden in the dictatorship. Even Amnesty International was founded because two guys in Lisbon salute to the freedom and get 7 years in prison. So she was wondering, in the radio, a music about freedom, run out of the street, saw the passing by soldiers, run inside, take the flowers, and give every soldier a carnation flower. They put this flower for real in the gun to show the people who don't get it what has happened, that I want to shoot to the people. So that's why our revolution called the Carnation Revolution.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
And what did Salazar say?
The Salazar, to be honest, he was already dead for a few years.
Okay.
And the successor,
Okay.
flee to the headquarters of the National Guard, and there was the tanks of the army in front of. So the National Guard and the armies negotiate that the dictator have to leave the country.
Yeah. Where did he go?
To England.
England. Okay. Yeah.
So there's only two.
The good alliance.
Always they go to England or America. So all of them.
And was it easy getting the democracy back?
So the people, the first election, they elected the complete opposite, which was to the fascist, the communist. And so he gave us the opportunity. So very great. So we have a place. This nice guy gave us the place. So normally these guys give us the tickets, you know, but maybe they're just. Yeah. So we Portuguese, we have a complicated history, but we want to be simple as possible. When this place needs a name, and that is the highest viewpoint of Lisbon, there saw a woman on a mountain. That's why it's called the Woman on the Mountain. No, Senhor de Monte. So, and this church was a mosque, the only mosque which the Crusaders didn't destroy. And because of that, became the first seat of the bishop. But the Muslims left a share built in the corner of this building in coral stone. And there's a saying, if a pregnant woman sitting there, get a good pregnancy.
Okay.
And our first queen, by the way, she is my favorite, was a great queen. She would get pregnant, sitting there, get a good pregnancy. So at least once it works. So let's enjoy a bit the view.
We see what you mean.
So now is Lisbon a bit expensive, but about 15 years ago, there was very cheap to live here, even for the. So it was very cheap to live here, so it was also great to live here. You can live on some viewpoints. So the specialty on Lisbon is also the center city is not only in one place. That is,
Yeah, they're so spread out.
they're spread it out because everything is center more or less. You see always people, you see always some supermarkets, small mini markets. You can everywhere feeling you are in the center of the city. So
I guess our hotel is over there.
okay. But it's funny to have the point on your picture to take it.
Sorry.
So that is São Jorge. The other side of the river, you see Jesus. And that is younger than the Brazilian one. The Brazilian was the first. Cristo Redeemer. The statue itself on the top is also 2 meters smaller than in Brazil. But when you count from head to the starting of the building. Then we talk about the highest statue in Europe and the 7th highest in the world.
Okay.
The statue itself on the top was also a long time the highest. But then the Polish make a Jesus too, which the statue is a bit high. Anyways, so the thing is, so I like you because you are in the thinking like we Portuguese. I said already, we are simple that possible. So who make this statue was the dictator.
Okay.
So there he was the most uncommon Portuguese you ever saw. He wanted always to be the biggest. So
That is the way dictators go.
so
Yeah.
and our and it is also the time. Normally I would make it in the middle of the tour to ask you what you guess is our national animal.
National animal. So it's probably a small animal, and it is quick, maybe quick, and
Maybe.
I don't know.
I can give you some other hits. Is of course the predator because we had our empire, and the third one could you help a most. It is known for its smartness.
So it's a dolphin.
No, it's even not a fish. No, dolphin is not a fish, but yeah, it is the fox.
It is the fox. Okay, yeah.
So I have to mention a few things. We have just 2 hours, but I like you very much. So I have another story about a great woman. I said Maria I is my favorite king. I want to say king because I want to include the men's too. There are more famous, more special, but Maria I was the daughter of José I, the king of the earthquake. So, and José I is also very special. But this earthquake changed also whole Europe. Before it was the Renaissance, the people was fundamentalist Christian. And after this earthquake, who destroyed the capability of Portugal in once, the people writing letters to each other, any language in Europe, with the one question, why this country fighting for Christianity and that even spread it all over the world, why it get hit by God. So that doesn't fit by the fundamentalist Christian, which the Renaissance was. And so this New Age started. The late New Age, there's different countings. But so New Age started, what has happened then? The democratization of Europe, the founding of the United States. We men have no stockings anymore, so okay, we can live now. So, and the Napoleon Wars. And Maria I have to measure with Napoleon. And because of her, I can proudly say we have something in common with Russia. Because Russia was not overtaken by Napoleon because it was way too big. And Portugal was not overtaken by Napoleon because we was way too smart. And our leader was our queen, Maria I. So what she did, at first, she take the Hornet capital from Lisbon and put it to Rio de Janeiro.
To Brazil.
And all the important people to maintain the empire came to Brazil. And when the troops of Napoleon came in, we didn't face them as army, we faced them as guerrilla warriors. Even weeks we were still fighting. The Spanish noticed they was already overtaken by Napoleon. They come through the borders and help us to push back France to the border of France. We was 3 because the English was also there. Because of the aliens.
Denmark sided with Napoleon, which was a big mistake. Because then the British came to a harbor in Copenhagen and they destroyed our navy. We were the 2nd or 3rd largest navy at the time. And then gone. Goddamn British.
So, yeah, you know, the decision could be... But I think now you are one of the best. Now, not only by what your capabilities, of course you have great capabilities, but also on your decision on the side of Ukraine is great. I like it very much. So We notice. So the normal people notice that. So another story. Maybe you see a lot of colors here down.
It's beautiful.
So I guess you love the story about Salazar ending or the dictatorship. We get the colors because of our dictatorship. So our dictator was cruel, was violent, but there was always very stupid, which is normal, but it's always that. But one of these stupid ideas was you was only allowed to paint your house in white. Exception the house with the tiles because of the heritage. Exception around the windows, around the doors. So you could paint any colors, but when you paint it in red, they will mention that you are communist. So what the communists did, they painted in blue. So, okay, we have we have then the 25th of April, our revolution. 26, we go to the cellar, take the colors off and paint it! And then we get colorful here.
Wow.
And even today, we don't want to see a government building in white. So even the National Palace, that is the place where our president is, which is in Belém, a bit far away, it is not white, it is pink.
Så var det noget andet, vi så i går.
That's kind of funny because we were walking at the river yesterday. Navy headquarters, and we were wondering why they chose that very vibrant blue color that it is, because it's so much. But that's why.
Yeah.
Funny.
So the thing is, because our army was making an end of our dictatorship, our forces, even the police, are not that bad looking than in other countries. So they're still very accepted. So yeah, and maybe it is a good sign when the Navy, the most traditional forces in Portugal, have a strong color.
Yes.
But I want to be always accurate. Who brings us the dictatorship was also the army.
Yeah, of course it was. It probably is.
And I want to show you how. And it was not that bad attention. The thing is, it was just a few years in our democracy. It was the first republic, and the end of the dictatorship of the kings. So, and there was a guy which noticed that our money was printed in England. So his idea was, just go there, pretend you are from the government, and please them to print another row of money.
Yes.
So he goes there and say that, and they get angry with them. You don't can come here, just pretend you came for the government. We need a written proof. This guy had fair for nothing. Go home, write the proof by himself, and try it again. And he get the money. So the money was a big worth because Portugal was a big empire. So he lived in the beginning like a king. So, but after a few months, he said, okay, when they get me, I get in big trouble. So he noticed that the National Bank was half private. So his plan was to buy the private part to get influence to the National Bank. So he built a bank, and then he bought in small proportion the National Bank. But maybe you notice this guy have not really understand how money works. So the small proportion was too big. The inflation went up.
Yeah.
There was a professor of heuristic and economics in Porto who make an article in the economy journal, and he said that the numbers of the National Bank doesn't fit with the inflation. So, and then 2 weeks later, was one guy with the same banknote with the same number. So it came out. So then the army decided to clean up the mess, take over the government, and put this professor on charge. And he became the dictator, Salazar.
Okay.
So the intention was good, but this guy didn't leave the chair. So what he did, I think that is a good example. Maybe I know this already. You don't like Trump, also like me. So you are just good thinking people. So that's why I want to tell you that. The thing is, like Trump, which pretend to have knowledge of economic, and this one even really can prove it. Even this guy did it right. He did a lot of things you would see, can read in the books. It's a good idea. So he make infrastructure, more streets, more train lines, and even some train stations. Yeah, but always he ordered the engineers and architects from other places. So we had engineers because the engineer of the elevador you saw was on the age of the kings, and he was Portuguese. So it was not the reason for him. So the knowledge don't grow in, and the dictatorship started in the Industrial Revolution. And then 1974. So we had even no chance to prove what we can do. So maybe you heard I have an accent. I was very long in Germany.
Yeah, I can hear that. Yeah.
Sorry for that. So, and I have a proof for that, because my father came then to Germany, and he saw the first time a TV, and in a few months he asked if someone, when the TV was not working, the people gave them the TVs, and he looked how to repair, and he found out. So the notice or the intelligence was enough to be part of the Industrial Revolution, but only when he get the freedom and the possibilities, you can start it. So we have a lot of streets, but not cars. Even the streets were great. It was made in cobblestones, but in very hard cobblestone. Was even made for centuries. So okay, you have to open, then you have a problem. So, sometimes. So, but by the rest, there was good ideas, but by the end, it was the most important ideas. He didn't get it. So in the end, we lost. So the most advantage of the democracy is my opinion, but I guess you will. It is that we have a lot of intelligent people who can have a lot of ideas, and then we get more possibilities. So, okay, but we get that in slow.
A communist house.
The blue one, yeah. So we has the first government was communist, and they have a lot of communist rules. There's because one of them, you cannot higher the price of the rent and so on, and because the next government always have to respect the government before, they keep it for a long time, and only about 20 years ago they changed it. So, and it was wrong, was a bit difficult for the immobiles, the houses, because the people have not enough money to maintain. That's why we will still see houses who are not in a good shape. So, but since a few years, that is not anymore the case, and rent rises now too much. But there's not money to make it good. So yeah. But anyways, so so you see that is more or less the heaven. Let's look after the hell. Come with me. A hidden gem. So that is a great place for the evening, for the sundown, because the sun goes really like that. And then when you saw the sundown, just go here down.
Oh yeah, so it's
Yeah.
wow.
So we Europeans, we know how this works. Even have no ads. The Americans, I'm always amazed.
Yeah.
How it works!
Yeah.
They have no ads. You don't need to. When you have quality, you can do just. If you want to use the restroom, there. Oh no, it's closed. Sorry. Oh, okay.
Where do you live in Lisbon?
Other side of the river.
Okay.
Lisbon is a bit too expensive for normal working people. So, but even on the other side, have a shared apartment.
Okay.
Ja, for sådan da. Helt klart.
So, the next one is related to St. Vincent. You saw the statue there.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about St. Vincent. St. Vincent is one holy person who get his holy status very soon, in the 4th century.
Okay.
So, and he fighted for Christianity and against a big empire, and this empire split in parts and then disappeared. And in the 4th century there was just one, the Roman Empire itself. And he fought it in Saragossa. Just a second. Saragossa, it is now in Spain. And he fought it in the 4th century. In the 7th century, the Moorish came also there. They came to the grave. Notice what is about him. He fought it for Christianity. So he took the reliefs of him, and there was lost for 300 years. When our king arrived to Lisbon, he get noticed that the reliefs of St. Vincent are in the Algarve, which is nowadays in southern Portugal. And that time was still in force of the Moorish, so he sent crusaders and Portuguese knights to bring back the reliefs, and they found it. And the whole way from the south to Lisbon, they're following two crows. Now the two crows are the symbol of St. Vincent, and the shield of Lisbon is the ship, left and right, the crows. And now we go to the St. Vincent Church.
Okay.
Okay, small cars, you can. Yeah, we came in the right time.
Yeah, well done.
Nope.
Det er simpelthen sådan en god idé at få en guide. Det giver bare... Det har vi faktisk aldrig fortrudt. Nej. Men det er da dyrt, men det kan vi jo aldrig. Nej. Det var ikke så meget med det. Nej.
So you saw already the cathedral down, and now we saw the St. Vincent Church. And the important churches are built on the battlefields of the Crusaders. And down there where the cathedral is, they fight the English, and that's why, because there was the biggest amount, they put the cathedral there.
You fought the English?
They fought the English Crusaders. Here, where the St. Vincent Church is, they fighted the Germans and Netherlands. And Netherlands people, they called back then the Flemish. And now comes a fun fact. So this fun fact, I cannot say it when I have Netherlands people there. Because the Flemish, they called it in Portuguese, so the original name, they called them Os Flamingos.
Os Flamingos?
Yes. So I don't know why the Flamingos get this name, maybe. So I know just once, we have now one flamingo in America as president.
Okay, yeah.
He looks like. Oh. So, in a few seconds, on my left, you will see St. Vincent Church, and maybe you will notice it looks like a cathedral. So, you have to honor all the Crusaders, and that's why they could not make it a cathedral because the cathedral is always the seat of the bishop, and you can have just one in one city. So they make this church like a cathedral to honor the Germans and the Netherlands people as well. Okay, this is difficult to stay here, but I will tell you a bit more, because this church had even more symbol, because they have the reliefs of St. Vincent. There's the sarcophagus.
Okay, what do they have from them? All of it.
All of it.
All of it.
So I guess they're just the bones, but yeah, all. That's why all our bishops have a room with the sarcophagus of the bishops, even for the next 4. But because our kings fighting for Christianity too, the idea was that the heart of our kings belongs to St. Vincent, and that became real. Every time when a Portuguese king died, they opened the body, take the heart off, put it in a jar, and put it in the room where St. Vincent sarcophagus is. But not in the high of the sarcophagus. They drill a hole down, put it down below the floor, and close it with a stone. So if you want to visit the sarcophagus of St. Vincent, you walk over the hearts of our kings.
That is beautiful. And interesting.
Yes, and cruel, and violent. Now violent, he was already dead. So. So that is a flea market. We have a tradition over 200 years, but it is just a normal flea market, just the old stuff what you found in any flea market all around the world.
And some new stuff from China, maybe.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, that is nowadays the stuff. Maybe is everything from China. So, and where we come now, that is the people graved who are next to the heart of the Portuguese people, and who gave us development at first was Vasco da Gama, who found a way to India. That's why he have a sarcophagus here. And this is the National Pantheon. We go directly in front of it. You see it here, but we will see it better. You feel. So. And after this wall on my left, the National Pantheon.
National Pantheon?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So here are the people buried who are next to our heart. So Vasco da Gama, and also a hero of the Civil War, the general without fear. He always say the things what he thought about the dictator. And someday he get lost, like the people in Russia. So, and also Amália Rodrigues. Amália Rodrigues is our most important fadista. Fadista, that is the people who sing and perform the fado music.
Oh, yeah, fado music, yes.
We don't call them musicians. We don't call them singers, because the fado is a singing philosophy. We don't think that is a music genre, that is a thing by its own. The music has to fit the idea of the lyrics and to get better understand the situation of life, and that keeps our culture in a high level. So the fado, we take it very seriously. That's why even Amália Rodrigues get buried here. She died 99 Only 2 years later, our government gave the permission from the family to take her from the original grave. And when that was happened, they said it even live on TV when she gets here.
Okay.
So it is a big thing if someone gets buried here.
But the 3 persons on the pantheon.
The persons on the that is sons of wiseness.
Okay.
So but now I would say I think the Danish like also one thing like the Portuguese too. Who's the most famous Portuguese right now?
It must be Ronaldo, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why even a soccer player is buried here. And his name was Eusebio. Yes! Eusebio was born in Mozambique. But back then, Mozambique was part of Portugal.
Colony, yes.
Yes. And so he played for the Portuguese national team. And people say he even played better than Ronaldo.
Yeah, probably yes.
So I have also a fun fact about this one. It took 400 years to build. 400 years. So, but the reason for it is understandable, the half of it, because it started to build before the earthquake.
Yeah,
And then a mausoleum was not the most important one.
no.
And then it get forgotten. And then only 1934 it was finished. So I even saw pictures in black white with only 2 floors, without the third one and without the roof.
Do you think they will put Ronaldo in it?
You know, the thing is, when Amalia died, the family don't want to give her, so the government gave the family a lot of money. So
Ronaldo's family does not need money.
yes, I guess. And on the top, Ronaldo heritage is from Madeira Island. So I don't know if they have an idea of to take them from there to here.
They've already named the airport after them.
Yes, and they have a few museums even.
Okay.
So even he's still alive, they have museum of. So what we will see now is the biggest modern art we have here in Lisbon. It's a bit hidden by the flea market. Here on my left, this painted wall. So journalists asked the artist, "What's about?" And the artist said, "It's our feeling about Lisbon." So, but I guess he was drunk. Not only because he painted also a big bottle of wine, also because he mentioned a lot of Paris inside. So, and I have another hint why I think he was buried. Just a second. I've got around it. So another hint is here, because he make miscalculation with the colors. Only blue and black is left.